Hi, it's Lloyd from Blackpool Rifles, just bringing you a weekly update on all the new stuff that's coming to the shop again. We've got quite a bit of stuff to get through this week because we've had a very busy week. There's been lots of new and exciting stuff coming in, so let's get down to it. First we're going to take the new Optisan scopes. They've just arrived into the country. MTC have not had any stock for quite a while because they've been waiting for this new range to come through from Optisan. Very nice packaging, nice looking scopes inside. We've got most of the range coming in, and there is two ranges. This one is the HX, which is basically a slightly more economical sort of range. You can see inside the box. You've basically got the instructions, you've got a cleaning cloth, that's about it. And the HX series, they're doing 3 to 9s, 4 to 12s, etc. For some reason, one thing I don't understand is they brought them out in a duplex reticule, which seems to be a little bit, well, 1990s I guess you could say, but maybe some people still are into the duplex reticules, which is the 30-30, and if you're interested in that type of reticule, then maybe look at one of these Optisans. I must admit, I'll come to the EVX one in a little while, but the HX series I'm pretty disappointed in, to be honest with you. We've had a look through them. Lens quality is just okay, nothing particularly fancy. I don't think the finish is particularly interesting either. The 30-30 reticule doesn't make an awful lot of sense. The price doesn't make a lot of sense either. These are averaging around about £100 to £130, which seems to be too expensive to me. Maybe there'll be some discounting going on and we can get the prices down to a more reasonable level. But in my opinion, at the moment, if you're looking at a mid-price, £100 scope, this isn't the one. I'd go for the Nikko Panamax, to be honest with you, which I think is a much better scope. So that's the HX series, and the other one that we've got is the EVX. Now you can probably see that I'm not a particular fan on the new HXs, but I've got to admit that the EVX is a different kettle of fish. I've been the opposite actually. I've been really impressed with these scopes. We've been comparing these yesterday. I'll quickly show you what's inside the box. You can see nice box, full instructions, sunshade, sort of a MIDI size wheel. I think that's probably about 60mm. So you've got a MIDI side wheel with it, and the scope itself. Now, like I said, we were comparing these yesterday with things like the Debens and the Target Masters. So we're looking at Nikkos, we're looking at Debens and stuff, and I must admit, the image quality on these scopes is really quite impressive. Really sharp, very smooth controls. They've got the old sort of fashioned MTC style sunshade, covers on them, front and rear. You have got a parallax on the side. Okay, the parallax is actually only ranged from 10 to it's got a 10 yard and a 100 yard and an infinity. Now, of course, you could say, well, it's a small parallax ring, it's very difficult to fit all the numbers on. I would have liked to have seen the numbers actually on it, and for you to not have to recalibrate it yourself. It's also the same thing as if you look at the large side wheel. As standard, I think there's stickers in the box actually for them, I'm not sure, but if you look at the large side wheel, you can see that it is completely unnumbered. So that will mean that you will have to calibrate it yourself. Is that a good or a bad thing? Well, it's not very good if you're lazy. It's great if you can take the time to actually calibrate it correctly, because you've got to bear in mind that all these parallax rings and wheels and stuff like that, it's not an arbitrary figure, but it's not precise. The factory set, and it might not actually work out exactly right. So you turn it to 30 yards and the parallax might not be set for 30 yards. So by calibrating it yourself, that makes it much more precise. And I think that the people who are going to buy the EVX range are probably going to be more enthusiasts, and they'll maybe make the effort to do that. I'd like to have seen the option, but there you go. Apart from that, like I say, really good lenses. These are, they're not cheap, they're averaging around about the £300 mark. You'll have to excuse me because I haven't put the prices on the website yet, but they will be on shortly with the full range. Okay, so we've got the 6-24, that's a 6-24. We've also got, I think it's a 5-20 model, and there's the other models are coming in shortly. So that's the new NTC Optisan EVX range. I really like that. I think they've done an excellent job. Fantastic looking scope. Okay, let's just move on. We've got this week, we've just got a new range of Cerakoted pistols in stock. We've got, well, you can, in fact, actually, I'll just show up and show you them. Colt 1911 BB. This one is, I think this is based on the Swiss Arms 1911. You can see lovely finish on it. That adds around, these are going to add around about, the colour option is going to add around about, I think it's £39 onto the price of the pistol. We've also got Tokarev's, the Russian pistol. You can see normally that's all black, so that's been done in a really nice two-tone military finish. We've got, this is my particular favourite, another 1911. Done in, I can't remember, I think it's silver titanium, I think they call it, but I'd have to double check. If you're interested, let me know and I'll find out the exact colour for you. But that one is going to add like another £39. And another thing that we've been experimenting with, is the new SIG P250s. Now, when the 226 came out, I think everybody looked at the 226 and really didn't pay much attention to the P250, and it was a bit forgotten. I'll be honest with you, I sort of didn't bother with it either because the 226 is really nice, but I started to have a go with this last week. I had a shot of it, and what a brilliant pistol. £99.95. It's blowback, it's surprisingly powerful actually, and it looks really good, and it's got a couple of advantages over the 226. The main one is the weight. If you don't like your pistols too heavy, this is actually, all this is polymer. So basically you've got alloy top slide and you've got polymer frame. Now normally they come in black, but Jeff, who does the Cerakoting for us, which is Liquid Steel Designs, he's been doing a video on stripping this down. You'll find that on YouTube as well, how to strip these things, because they're dead easy. They're one of the easiest pistols that we've ever seen to strip. But because he stripped it down, he decided to paint it as well, and as you can see, or Cerakote it, sorry, he'll hate me for saying painting. But it's actually had the Cerakote finish applied to it, and I think that looks really cool. We're doing a special on these as well. If you buy a P250 off us, we'll actually Cerakote it, the top slide only, I think it's £20. So if you want like an individual pistol to use, that's really cool. I will do a shooting video of the P250 soon, because we were really impressed with it. Like I said, for 100 quid, the Opposition's 150, 170 quid. So you can see that it's really good value for money. Okay, next one. Now we come to the centre of the show, or the centre attraction of the show. This is the new Mosin Nagant air rifle. And funny enough, I thought it was wood, and evidently I've just been told it's synthetic. It's that good that I actually was completely convinced that this was a wooden stock. But we've just actually noticed that you can actually see a slight join in it, and I don't know whether that's just it's rolled or dipped or something like that. But I tell you what, it's I'm really impressed. I've been duped into thinking that this is a wood stock. So basically, what we've got is a 16-shot bolt action repeater, CO2 powered, magazine fed, synthetic stocked, although it looks really like wood and it feels like wood and it almost tastes like wood. So it just looks absolutely fabulous. And we've been shooting this. It's not particularly powerful, to be honest with you. It's a back garden plinker, so if you're gonna like shoot tin cans and stuff in your back garden, and you wanted something that's World War II look-alike, it's got a bit more character about it, then this is definitely the gun for you. You've got an adjustable rear sight. The bolt action is as smooth as butter. It's absolutely gorgeous. And another attraction on it, you've actually got a real bayonet. Okay, that is legal evidently as well. I've double checked it. So you've got a bayonet, and it comes with this, the lovely sling. The magazine system is very simple to actually remove. I'm going to show you that now. That you just actually click that. Okay, I should do it slowly, shouldn't I, so you can see what I'm doing. So basically, there's a little button there. You just click that, release. Okay. And inside you'll see that bayonet's a bit awkward. I've really closed it up, but there you go. You can see the magazine. Okay, so you've got a little piece there that you push out. Okay, and you put the CO2 bulb in as usual. Screw it up, and you've got the little magazine. I don't know that you can see that, sorry. When we start doing the videos properly, we're going to get some close-ups, but you can see there's a little spring-fed magazine system there that's X16 steel ball bearings. Lovely, because obviously you can shoot it and then you can just put it on your wall or look at it. It's a beautiful beautiful piece of kit. So that is the new Mosin Nagant. Okay. Available now, and obviously you need to know the price. These are £349, which I think, to be honest with you, for what you're getting, is just absolutely gorgeous. We've only got 10 of them in, so if you like stuff like this, then get in touch with us. They'll also be on the website shortly. Okay, I'm going to just put that away before I actually injure myself or somebody else with it. Last thing we've got for this week is something that we've done before and was absolutely crap, but it's not anymore, but it looks exactly the same. So there are ways to tell the differences between them, but what I'm going to show you here, we've got the new the renewed ATN X-Sights. We initially stocked these about 1.5 years ago, and they were just so problematic and so annoying and so disappointing that we ended up recalling most of them. Sent them all back to the company and said that we would never touch them again. Well, there is a new guy that's taken over the ATI distribution, and he spoke to me a couple of weeks ago and he said, look Lloyd, what do you think, try these again? And I was very reticent, to be honest with you, but what I did was I asked him to bring a sample in, and I got a friend of mine to actually go and test it. And the guy that tested it again was Jeff from Liquid Steel Design, so thank you very much, Jeff. You did a brilliant job on the whole testing sort of procedure. Jeff had a couple last year that were just dreadful, and he tested the new ones, and he was absolutely amazed to find that they'd solved every single problem that he had with the original. And there was many, to be honest with you. I won't go into detail now, but all I can tell you now is that the new version is just very, very good. I can also put a link. In fact, what I'll do is afterwards I will put a link to the video that Jeff made showing the unit in operation, so you can see it for yourself. But we're now going to be stocking the X-Sight. We've got the 5.5 to 15, and we've got the 3 to 12. You can see those are the two different models. We've got those actually in stock straight away. This is going to be, I think, $7.99. I think that's going to be, I think that's $6.99. I'm not 100% sure. I'm really sorry about that, but I think that's $6.99. That's definitely $7.99. Full UK warranty. Lovely piece of kit. Obviously, it's night vision. You can use it during the day. I'm not going to go on about it forever because I've already talked too much, to be honest with you, but if you want to know more about these things, we're going to have them on the website, and obviously there's loads of YouTube videos as well about them. The main thing is with these is that there is a big difference between the ones that were out 1.5 years ago, and there are visual clues to them, so we know which ones are which. Really, and I'm really impressed with the new guy as well. Actually, he's doing ATN. He seems to be really keen on it, and the backup service so far is, the service I've had of him has been exemplary. So really nice pieces of kit. Like I said, we'll put the link on, so have a look for yourself and see what you think. If you're in the market for a sort of one solution, does it all for night and day shooting, then definitely have a look at the X-Sights. Okay, that's it for this week. I hope you've enjoyed everything. If you've got any suggestions or you want to leave some feedback about the products that you've seen in the videos, please do so. Obviously, subscribe to the channel if you like what you see. Couple of weeks, in fact, another little bit of news. You've seen us doing it in the shop for quite a few months now, and there's been a few comments about, it could be better, it could be this, it could be that. Of course it could, we know that. It's just getting the time and the place to do it. Well, in about half an hour we're actually sort of starting off on the new studio project, so we're actually building a studio from scratch just specifically to do the videos, which will be really interesting. So bear with us, things will get a lot better and the videos will get more comprehensive, and there'll be some new guys coming in as well, so it's going to be really interesting. Anyway, that's it. Thanks very much for now, and see you soon. Bye. I need a cup of tea. Really badly. Right. Let's go.
It's very nice, and I appreciate it.
Do you want to do it instead? You probably do a better job as well. Yeah, I'm now being told by my customers like that I'm not very good at doing this and that I need a teleprompter. And actually the reason that I need a teleprompter is because we actually organised something for the video that we think is going to be really interesting. So I'll do it now. This is 10 minutes after we've done the video, but hey ho. Mosin Nagant replica air rifle, absolutely fantastic. Colleague of mine, Andy, who works in the shop, has actually got a real Mosin Nagant, and he said they're very, very similar to look at. And I said, well, how similar? And he says, well, I'll tell you what, why don't I bring it in, then you can do it on the video. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to show you his Mosin Nagant, and we're going to show you the air rifle Mosin Nagant. And as you can see, they're very, very close indeed. So I think they've done a fantastic job on the reproduction. And that's definitely it. So I'll see you in a couple of weeks' time, hopefully with a teleprompter by then. Bye. Right, that's definitely it. I can't do it anymore.
It wasn't your customers that said it, it was you that said it.
Was it? Well, I needed a teleprompter. Well, it just looks good on camera anyway, doesn't it really? I think I do need a teleprompter. I do need some help. This is real wood, okay? This is all real metal. That's wood.
Synthetic.
No, they told me it was wood. You're joking.
Put a match to it, see if it burns or melts.
Completely convinced that was wood. So it's not wood. I tell you what, if that's synthetic, that's the best synthetic wood I've ever seen in my life.
Is that a joint?
Oh god, yeah, isn't it?
What's it called?
Looking good though, isn't it?
My god, I've just seen the joint.
M-O-S-A-N.
Right.